Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the daily forecast for the 31st of July 2017. This is about the fifth take. I keep getting a fit of the giggles when I'm going to say the date for some reason today, so I don't know what that is all about, okay? But I've composed myself and I've managed to get that done. Now, how was your weekend, everybody? Did you have a good one? It was quite eventful here. I'd been edgy all day on Saturday. There was something and I didn't know what it was. There was some personal stuff going on with me and I was thinking, is it to do with that? I was trying to get, and I stupidly didn't actually check my cards to ask what it was. So I'd done the weekly videos. If anybody wants to watch them, the weekly videos for all of the star signs are up as well, so they are on my channel now. So please let me know, because I know some people don't watch them, you know, but they usually are beneficial. But I'd finished them. I'd sort of 11 hours it takes me to do them. I poured myself a drink. It was about 11:30 at night. Poured myself a drink, put some music on, and within 5 minutes, all hell broke loose. There was screaming, shouting, banging, kicking, everything. And where I live, I have like a 6-foot fence around me, and it's all trees and stuff like that, so it's all dark. And I was like, what is going on? So I went in the other room and I went to phone the police because I knew there was something. Hendrix was going mad, and then all of a sudden I came back in the front room. You can see outdoors there was police vans coming, there was police swamping my drive. I was like, what is going on? You know, I haven't even gone out and there's craziness comes. And then there was a huge banging on my window, which you cannot bang on that window unless you're actually on my property. So I was like, oh wow. So I went out, and anyway, it was a policewoman shining a torch to let me know that it was that she was police. And basically what had happened was there was a suspect that, I don't know what he'd done, they wouldn't told me, but they said that he would never get out of jail as well. So I don't know, it wasn't something nice. He'd actually been being chased and he jumped over my fence. So he was in my garden, and the banging and everything that I'd heard, the police had to bust the gate in to let the dogs in to actually get him, you know. So it was a little bit of drama. So I ended up, Captain Morgan came to my rescue, and I ended up drinking far too much rum than what I actually intended to. So I can't even remember going to bed on the night time, but I'm safe. It was funny. It could have been a lot worse. But like I say, you know, always trust my gut. If I'm edgy, there is a reason for it, you know, when I've got this feeling. So yeah, so a bit of a dramatic weekend. My quiet weekend turned quite dramatic. So I just thought I'd share that because it's quite funny. I didn't even go out the house. Something happens, you know. So yeah, it was bizarre. But anyway, back to the cards today, and there is such a strange energy around at the moment. I don't know if any of you are feeling it, okay? What I'm getting, what I'm picking up psychically, and what I'm being told, Spirit are giving me a lot of messages, you know, like sort of on a daily basis here. There's a lot of cutting ties, a lot of tying up loose ends that have been loose and frayed. This is how they're showing me it. So I feel July was very important for this, and I feel it's going to carry on into August, but August is going to get a little bit calmer. But yeah, I feel there could be a lot of people going out of your life this month, sort of, you know, whether they have last month, we're on the last day of the month, so you know what I mean, sort of July, August time. I feel a lot of sort of exits, but also a lot of entrances as well. It's like, you know, it's like, I feel things are going in order to make way for new as well, you know. So this is sort of what they're saying, and they are quite happy about it. They know that this is what's meant. So like I say, it is a little bit chaotic and it is a little bit confusing, but you know, there is a reason for this, okay? So like I say, just try and go with it. This is what I always say, just relax into it. If you try to resist, you know, it's that will make things harder for you. So I don't know if any of you are experiencing the same, what I'm saying. A lot of like light bulb moments are coming in, a lot of revelations, like things that you haven't seen before suddenly like staring you in the face, and you're like, wow, okay, I didn't see that. So there's some quite wow moments on a sort of uncomfortable level, but I also feel that there's going to be some wow moments on a like wow level, you know, like wow, this is absolutely amazing, you know. So like I say, remember, you know, when we get the bad, we always get the good as well with it, you know. So like I say, this is just about accepting both of them as a part of life. So the cards today, like I say, this intensity is here with them, you know, very, very high energy cards. My heart was racing when I actually pulled them this morning. And the first card, I'm using the Tarot Apocalypsis again this week because I didn't get them finished last week. So the first card I've got here is the Chariot. Now, this is about movement. And what the Chariot is saying here is like that you know, you may have been enduring like sort of an internal struggle, you know, there could be external struggles as well, but internally I feel that there's been a struggle going on, and it's like you are being drawn in two different directions. It's like, which way should I go? And you feel torn, you know, there's doubt, there's uncertainty, you know, and this has been stopping you from actually going forward and stopping you from sort of pursuing the route that you want to go down as well. And what this card is talking about, it's saying that you need to make a decision and act on it. Okay, you need to take control, take hold of the reins, dig your heels in, you know, and head off in the direction of your destiny. You know, it might not be easy. You know, this is not always an easy path. You know, you will experience bumps, you will experience roadblocks within it as well. But you must have unwavering faith that, you know, you are doing this, unwavering faith in your convictions, you know, and don't stop and don't give up, you know, because wherever you are going, it is going to be worth it, you know. You have a choice. Do you stay where you are, where things are stale, they're saying, or do you actually move on to the magnificence that could be there? So this is saying bravery is needed at this time, you know. Like I say, the same, be kind, be brave. Be kind, be brave. I don't know what that means. And it's saying, you know, you may enter unknown territory here, you know, but this is, you are in control of it. If you are deciding to take the reins here, you are in control, and you are breaking control where you have been held back here. And this is like, this is, you are going where you choose as well. So you need to keep your eye on the horizon, and you need to, don't detour back, you know, don't go off the road, you know, don't sway off course or anything. Have this goal within you and know that that is where you are going. I mentioned last week, didn't I, that it's sort of, what is it? A dream without a plan is only a wish. And this is it, you know, we need to put things in action, and this is what this is saying. And often when we set out on trips, we take too much baggage as well. So this is saying, take only what you need for this, you know, lessen your load, because this will simplify your life and this will simplify your journey. If we look at life as a journey, that's exactly what it is, you know, and it's up to us whether we enjoy that or not. You know, Bill Hicks said, it's just a ride, you know, and this is what we need to remember. And we need to remember that whatever shit gets like thrown at us or whatever, it is part of that ride. Nobody ever got to success without a struggle. You know, if success was handed out on a plate, you know, where would the fun be? Where would the sense of achievement be in that as well? Because this card is also talking about achievements. It's about overcoming and rising. Okay, maybe even an uprising here. And within the book, it says that the heavens were not created for the mediocre. You know, you are here to serve. As I've said, you're here to serve yourself, and you're here to serve the world as well, you know. And playing small does not allow you to do that, you know. This card is saying, what is it you want to be remembered for? Okay? Every single one of us is going to leave this earth plane at one point, okay? And it's like, you know, what will you be remembered for? Do you want to be remembered for, oh, I sat on the fence, you know, that person had so much talent or potential or whatever. Isn't it sad that they didn't use it? Or, you know what, that person has inspired me to go out and live my life in the way that I want to, you know? That's it. What do you want your legacy to be? I have a very, very dear friend of mine who got cancer last year. and changed her life massively for the better. Do you know what I mean? She just became a lot more fun. She just, all of this discipline that she'd had, it was like, sod that, you know, I'm going to party. And, you know, she has, and she's had a little scare again, and we're sitting waiting for the results. Now, I spoke to her yesterday, and she said, I don't care what the results are. I'm having a whale of a time, and I'm doing what I want, and I don't care what anybody else thinks about it, you know. And if they say that my time is up, then I will have no regrets. You know, and that's it. How beautiful to be able to say that, you know, because most of us, if something happened and they say, right, okay, you have 6 months to live, we have a list of stuff that we want to do, and we rush out and do it. So if you have that list, your bucket list, make it a now list. Do it now, you know, put the plans in action and do it. There is no time like the present, you know. Never wait for someday or one day. It doesn't happen like that, you know. You put off and that fire in your body, your fire in that belly. Funny enough, sorry, that friend that I've been talking about has just that second phoned me there. That fire in your belly, do not let it go out, you know. When that goes out, you know, this is it. You give up, you know, and you cannot give up. You know, this is talking about, like, you know, striving, even when the things are hard. That makes you fight even more, you know. I've always said it, the universe, you know, kick me down 7 times and I fucking get up 8, you know, because that's it. When you lose that will to fight, you know, you're more or less saying, okay, I'm accepting, I'm, you know, this is the life I'm going to live. You know, but every single one of us has that fight in us. There was a thing I was reading the other day, and somebody'd put, this woman, what was it? Sorry, I can't remember the whole lot, but she'd been told that she would, you won't be able to walk again. And she said, okay, then I'll dance. You know, I will dance through life. And she pushed herself. Look at these people who have been told by medical doctors and everything, this is it, your life is over. You have this incurable illness. You can't do this, you can't do that. And their sheer determination has told them that they can, and they have beat all the odds. And that is because they've had the belief. If any of you watch movies, watch a movie called The Peaceful Warrior. Absolutely fantastic, and this shows us how strong we actually are, you know, and how we are in control of our life and what we get. You know, yes, we all get dealt different cards, you know, but it's up to us how we play them. So this card is saying, be your own hero. Do something, you know, today that will make you proud. It's not about pleasing everybody else. It's about making you proud. You're being guided here, you know. It's like, hey, you have guidance here, and you will have been being pushed to this, and you're trying to like block the signs and saying, no, I don't want to see it, you know, I'm happy just toddling along. No, you're not, you know. You need to actually have this passion back. You need to sort of live this amazing life. You know, there's a lot of movement with this. There's a swiftness, and it's like, you know, it's like, use every ounce of your determination to get you on the path of where you want to go. You might not get there straight away, but that is the fun of a journey. An adventure isn't about the destination. It's about what you actually learn and what you experience when you're getting there. So this card is saying, get in the driving seat of your life, you know. Put your seatbelt on because it may be a bumpy ride, but then put your foot down on that accelerator, you know, and you enjoy it. Look at the intenseness with that. It's like Spirit of putting sort of petals at your feet as well. You know, I don't know if there's love involved with this or what, you know, or just a love of life. That's it, you know, fall in love with life again. Fall in love with you again, you know, and have this excitement, because every single one of us has had it at some point, you know, and this is just saying, you know, do that. You know, get back to that person, that wide-eyed wonder, that what's going to happen, but rather than being scared, actually enjoying it, you know. Take a chance today. Take that risk, because it will pay off. I really feel it is, you know. I really feel it will. So that's fabulous. You are in control. We can't control what other people do or say or whatever, but we can control how we let it affect us, you know. And this is what we need to realise. Everybody says, I'm stuck in this, I'm stuck in that, or I'm stuck, I can't do this, you know. There is always a way. And if you find this fight in you, you will always find a way. Okay, you will. There is always a way with this. So the Osho card that I have today is intensity. I said it was, it's a Monday morning. I wanted an easy one. But that's it. Nothing in life is ever easy, or anything in life that is worth it is never easy, So what this card is saying here, that, you need to get this intensity around you as well. And you need to get clear on your own mind as well. This is it. If you think that arrow is going in a direction, it's been pulled back and pulled back and pulled back. And then now it's wow, fire. And this is what has happened, when you've been being pulled back and pulled back from who you are, this is when you actually develop this fight and you think, you know what it is, sod this. And this is when you come back with intensity here, and this is saying that you know which path to take now, you know which way to go. And there's this like this newfound energy coming back to you, this belief in your way of thinking as well. And your decision to, I'm not just going to go that way because everybody else is. I am not going to be a sheep. I am not just going to follow the flock. I don't want to fit in, there's a things that you have been told, you might suddenly now see them as not being true. A massive friend of mine had a realisation. I've had them on the phone about 20 times today, because is this real? Is this real? And they've realised something about their life that they didn't know and were unaware of, and it's a reason why their life hasn't been so good lately. And now they've seen it, they've had this light bulb moment, and they can't believe it. So they're realising that what they have been told has not been the truth. They've just thought it was, or they've been led to believe it was. They've been taking the advice of others rather than listening to their gut and listening to their own soul, And this is it. And people can give advice when they want. I can give advice, but this is what I'm paid to do. I'm not doing it just because I want to do this. This is my job, And if you watch this is why I'm doing it, It's like I say, I would much rather be sitting talking about a cup of tea, talking about my latest favourite album to you, But this is what I'm here, and this is why people watch it. But what this is saying is people can give you advice or whatever, but nobody is walking in your shoes. So often, these people that are giving you advice do not have the life experience or do not have the emotional intelligence to give that advice out. They might be doing it from a good place, but is their advice that good? So this can get us confused when we're listening to everybody else telling us what we should do. That will make you happy. Do that. You are the only one that will know what makes you happy, because often other people's advice contradicts what our soul is telling us. And our soul is the only one guaranteed to always tell us the truth. Our soul never ever has an ulterior motive. Our soul's motive is to get us to be, this warrior, like in this card, this strong warrior with a direction and, like having all of this passion and intensity and getting where we want to go. That is what our soul wants us to do, and that is why it never ever leaves us, even when we block it out. So this is saying, this is fabulous and this is not long needed. You need to embrace life again, whenever we're told what to think, whether this be from other people, whether this be from religions or whatever, there is always an element of control in it. This is it. It is to keep us small. And as I've said, playing small does not serve you. And it doesn't serve the world neither. So this is telling you to break the chains, that have held you down, to flow freely, to allow this passion to come up inside of you, and to do things your way. That's it, your way. This is about you, and this can create ripples in the water around you when we experience this card. Some people might be uplifted and some people might be inspired, and they might look at you and think, God, if they're doing it, I can do that too, and that is great, because this is what we need. We need people to be inspired within our lives. This world needs people that are inspired and enthusiastic, not these people that are, that have lost all hope and downtrodden, If you think of the colours I see in colour, this is what they're showing me. If you look, these people that are downtrodden and give up hope, and when these people are going along, it's a bit like a scene from 1984. This sort of like dystopian world. But you look, if people are enthusiastic and inspired and passionate and creative, you get the intensity of these colours. You might even see colours that you didn't even know existed. So like I say, others may feel threatened and annoyed by you breaking the status quo and breaking these chains, but it's like, what you must do, because when you get to this point and when and you're following your soul, you're not really that bothered about the opinions of other people. Nothing can hold you back. You just know that you've got to do this. There is something in you that says, I will be letting myself down if I don't. And this is what this card is saying. If any of you have ever read The 5 Regrets of the Dying, it's a beautiful, beautiful article, and it's a woman who worked in palliative care, and she said when a lot of people, they get to the end of their life, that they have an acceptance, and there's 5 things that they said, and one of them was, I wished I'd allowed myself to live my life more the way I wanted, rather than fitting in for other people. I wished I hadn't worked as much. I wished I'd spent more time with my loved ones. I wished I'd allowed myself to be happy more. And this is it. We all have. Some people don't. Some people, this day will be their last day on this earth, okay? And they don't have that chance anymore. But we do. We have that chance. And this is what we must grasp as well. Because with the Colette Baron Reid card, what we have here is chaos and confliction in the protection position. And what this is saying is that, like, you may seem like there's chaos now. Things might be like chaotic, but this is a very advantageous moment for adventure. I was saying they were going very adventurous. It was like they were trying to put the words in my mouth there. Jack Kerouac, I'm actually reading that On the Road book at the moment. And there's a quote in it where he's like, nothing behind me and everything in front of me. Everything that's behind you is behind you. You can't go back. You can't revisit. You can't change it. But you have control over what is going to happen and where you're going to go, from now on, from this day. So this card is saying it's really powerful, and find the divine order within this chaos. This is telling you, wherever there's chaos and destruction, it is telling you that things need resorting, things need reassessing, And so this is it. It's great. Things are already up in arms, so jump, that's it. When the tower hits, all you can do is jump from it. But you jump to freedom. So when you jump from that tower, you turn into the fool, And that fool is where he takes the risk, and he can then start again in his way. So this is saying things are already stirred up at the minute, So what have you got to lose? That is what these cards are saying this week. What have you got to lose, If you have already lost your faith, you dig deep in there, because that is still there. Like I say, it never ever leaves you. It might go missing for a while. You might choose, not to tap into it. But your faith and your intuition and your soul are always beside you, always within you, So it's find that fight again. Find that within you. Find that. And it doesn't matter how old you are. I get people send me messages going, yeah, but I'm 60 and this is 60 what? 60 schmixty. Do you know what I mean? It's like your soul is thousands of years old. 60 is, you're a baby. You're a sapling. You've got a lot of knowledge. Go out and use it. Don't give up. You grow old when you stop playing. That's it. So carry on playing, carry on being. We all have that inner child inside of us. And this is how you can see people that are 90-year-old and they're yoga teachers still, 90-year-old and they're climbing mountains and they live this adventurous life, because they are not going to let a number, that society or whatever defines, right, okay, you're that age now, you need to stop that. That's absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish, That this is what we're talking about. This is about breaking down these old doctrines, breaking down these false beliefs. Somebody saying you can't wear a shirt that's short, skirt that short, because you're over 40, fuck wear whatever you want. If you feel good, it's not about other people. And if whatever you do makes other people feel uncomfortable, that is their bag. Do you know what I mean? Not yours. You know, as long as you are comfortable and as long as you are embracing your life, then, you know, you are doing something right. So this is what this card is saying. You know, this time is very valuable. Be present in it. You know, don't waste this opportunity. You know, it's absolutely fabulous. I love it. I mean, we're experiencing massive changes on the earth at the moment. You know, and people are wanting to break free from these restrictions because any restriction keeps us closed, you know. And we're meant to be open. And when we are open, this is when we meet other people who are open. And like I say, this is our journey of life. And, we, you know, what do you want to be? There's a great poem, isn't there, that the dash, you know, when they say on a gravestone and it's like 19 whatever to whatever. And it's not about the date you were born or the date you die. It's that little dash in between, you know, what happened in between. That is the important thing. And that is, you know, what you will be remembered by, you know. So it's really have a think today. There's movement, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, I feel, but it's positive, it's good. This intensity is intense, you know, it is, but it is trying to get you in the right direction. Look for the signs that you're getting, you know, they're there, the signs are there. So right, okay, I've just pulled a spirit card and this is alchemy again. This one keeps coming out. Your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside of you. Allow all to just be and just be you. That's it. That's all you need to be. Be you, the real you, the true you, not the you that you've been told is you or that you've told yourself is you. Oh yeah, you know, I used to dance, but I don't do that now. I don't like it. You know, I used to do all of this stuff, but I don't do it now because I don't like it. I'm too old or whatever. You know, it's not. That is still you. So allow yourself this freedom. You know, take charge, take control of your life and move in the direction that you want to. You know, dance through life because it is beautiful. You know, there's music always playing. You know, there's beauty all around us. But sometimes we can get that bogged down with how we think things should be that we forget to experience that. So it's put your rose-tinted glasses on again today. You know, the 3D glasses where you can see everything around you. You know, and it's a beautiful world. Life can be hard, but it's also very beautiful. And, you know, we all have chances and we all have choices as well. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It's all good. It's Monday morning. It's like, no, I just want easy. I don't. Honestly, if everything was easy, I wouldn't. If there was, you know, I love the chaos and stuff like that, you know, and I love it, and I love the messages that Spirit give as well, you know. So yeah, it's I wouldn't change a thing. Not a thing. Okay, so like I say, have a fabulous day. If anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. And please, if you like these videos, can you please like and share them as well? You know, share them with your friends and spread the love a little bit. This is what it's about. It's about bringing in this unity, you know, of everybody, you know, not this segregation. So yeah, if you want to send them to friends, then that would be massively appreciated. And it is appreciated that you watch these as well. And like I say, your weeklies are up for this week. So if you want to go and check out your sun, your moon, or your rising sign as well, they're all there. And please let me know if they make sense. Okay? Satnam.